No.
We're old school in it.
Right?
Hi, everybody.
You're live. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh my God. I've missed you guys so much. I'm about to cry.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I know Michelle and I have not spoken, like spoken. We've texted each other about 5 times. We haven't spoken in how long?
Oh my gosh. It is. Oh my God. I don't even know, Stephanie. It's been so long.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, so Michelle's in her car because her current residence is the air conditioning's out. So
Right. My air went out and it was like 90 some degrees in there. So I was like, I'm gonna do this in the car. I see other people do readings in the car. I'm going to the car.
right.
It'll be okay.
Right.
I've been
Yep.
through a lot worse, right?
That's right. That's right. So, welcome everybody. I'm going to read your name, and if you like Elemento P, I'm not sure what your I don't remember what your first name is. I'm pretty sure you've been on our channel before, but I don't remember. So, if you have a channel name that's not your name, if you want to let us know what that is, there's people coming in, so I'm trying to keep up. Um, if you want to let us know what you'd like to be called. If you want to just be Rachel, got you, Rachel. If you want to just be your channel name as well, that's fine. Also, also we were gonna do, we kind of do different themes. So we were gonna do a animal theme, so a message from your either live or past animal. You don't have to have that. So I've already seen like Lori just wants one on her own, and Pooja, I think, said she just wants her own. I'm trying to keep track of it. I see Ashley and June's animal names and whatnot. So we just need to know their name, what kind of animal they are, and then if they're alive or past, if that's what you want to do. If you just want a personal reading, that's fine. Also, you guys know the drill. I'm going to put the 3 names up on the screen. And so if for some reason you need to drop out before we get to you, then please just let us know, hey, put me at the end and I'll come back and watch the replay. Or, I have to leave, thanks, I'll talk to you guys later, or whatever. That way we don't want to be doing your reading if you're not here, unless you say put it at the end. Yeah. So Angie, my dog Max, still living. Okay. Gotcha, Angie.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be with you guys tonight. I'm like so thrilled. I can't even express it, guys.
Oh my gosh, I know. So I'm going to read off the names, and then I'll say if you know what your animal is if you told us. Got you, Rachel. Okay, so we've got Elemento P, Rachel. We have Rebel Ashley, Past Dog Boo Boo. We have Lori, a personal. We have Pooja, personal. Crossover, Jonathan, are you still here? And we are only going to do 15 readings unless we get to those 15 and then we have time. Then we'll add you to the wait list. Jonathan from Crossover, let us know if you're here. Emily, is Emily still here? Manpreet.
Hi. Oh my God, I have to tell you what, Manpreet, I'm so glad you came on here. Listen, when I went to check on my dad when he was in the hospital, Manpreet, I believe it was last month, right? So he is on the way. He works at one of the gas stations. I can't remember if it was Shell Mart or what it was, but in Stanton, Kentucky. And I went in there, and he didn't know me, and he made the cutest comment. It was so sweet, and he said, I can something, I can't give the exact. I don't remember the exact, but it was something like this, like I can tell you have a sweet soul, and it was like,
Yep.
oh wow, that so kind. But then I had bought something, and it was like 222 was the amount. And I said, "Oh, it's angel number 222." And he said, "I've been seeing 1111 everywhere." Well, that started it. And I told him, I said, "Well, I'm a psychic medium." And I said, I have a channel if you want to watch, if it might help you somehow. And so that's how we met.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah,
that. Very cool. Very cool.
yeah, yeah. So welcome, Manpreet. So glad to have you. And I see Lynn Monet, she's on here. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for joining. Love you, Lynn.
All right. So with that being said, I have Emily. Is Emily still here? Um, hold on. I'm still writing. Emily, if you're here, please let us know. So I'm going to write a little question mark by those. Sue Senden, I've got her. Yes, you are. What number or what name do you want to go by, Emily? If you said, I'm sorry. Sue Senden wants a personal. June, live dog Faye. Heather has an hour, so we might get to her. And then Limestone Ashley. Mystic Road, what is your name you would like to be called? Angie P, Max, Dog Alive. Lynn Monet, Adventures with Beth, Jennifer B. Now, below these, unless some of these people drop off up here and we have time, Fran, I got you, Mystic Rose. These people are on the wait list. So we have Lane, Manpreet, Alicia, What a Lovely Day, and Squirrely Prepper Penny. So that's what I got right now. I got you. Manpreet. You're right there. You'll probably get a reading. Oh, to me or to Ashley, to me or to Michelle? Hold on. I got it. Ashley. I got it. All right. So what Ashley said is she sent us a PayPal. If you do send us any kind of a donation, it's not expected, but you do get pushed up to the top of the list then. I got it, Ashley. Thank you. Very nice of you. All right. Okay, well, let's get this party started so that we can get through everybody.
Let's do
But
it.
yeah, after Jennifer, Lane, Manpreet, Alicia, What a Lovely Day, and Squirrely Prepper Penny, you're all on the wait list, but you should be okay. Because already there's one person I don't think's here anymore. So the way we do this, I'm going to go ahead and put the first three people on here. And again, if you see your name, please let us know you're still here so we know. And if you have to leave, just let us know that you're leaving so that we can mark you off the list. Some people comment a lot, so we know they're here, and then some people don't. So, all right, that one it just came from me. So I don't know why it is not coming from you as well, Michelle.
I don't know. When I type on my end, it has it coming from me.
Oh, it's there. It's there. It just took a minute to come up. All right, so the way we do this is I'm going to pull a card, and then Michelle is going to scry. She's actually got her crystals in her lap.
Look, I'm ready. Hey, we can do this, okay?
That's right. That's right.
You have a will, there's a way, right?
That's right. We have missed you guys so much. Thank you, Lynn. We've missed you guys so much. It's just been a whirlwind. I got so much going on in person and just, like in-person stuff. Michelle's like over there doing all kinds of stuff, and who knows?
Oh, God. No.
Hi, Robin.
Yeah. Amazing things.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this This card just jumped right out before I could even. So this is for Ashley, Rebel Ashley. This card jumped out before I could even shuffle it all. And this is from your past dog, Boo Boo. So Ashley's past dog, Boo Boo. It is the number 11, strength, Archangel Ariel, inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Okay, so this is my new deck, the Angel Tarot cards. I absolutely love them. I may have used them with you. So this is the number 11. You guys know I use the astrological houses definitions. This is an angel number. So, wow. Ashley, I would definitely go look up the angel number 11 because Boo Boo is definitely sending you more than maybe what I might say, if you will. But the number 11 to me is friendship, blessings, and community. Archangel Ariel, strength. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. So, Boo Boo is watching over you always. And Boo Boo was and is your best friend for sure. And so, what I would say to the message to you is Boo Boo knows that you're struggling with some things. Boo Boo knows that you judge yourself too harshly always and wants you to release that, wants you to forgive yourself and have more compassion for yourself, Ashley. So I really feel like, yeah, I'm just getting a strong notion that Boo Boo is still here right by your side as your best friend, but wants you to reach out to your community like us here. So that was kind of telling that we're here with you today and wants you to really stop judging yourself. So that's the message I have for Ashley from Boo Boo.
Okay, and guys, please know I already prayed before I came to the car. Okay, so for everybody, so I don't have to take it more time doing that every time. Okay, so Ashley, now for me, I read numbers differently than Stephanie does, which is wonderful because it gives you a more well-rounded the way Stephanie and I work together. Um, so it's beautiful. So on my end of things, the number 11 for me is manifestation. You are coming upon a time of great manifestation. So it's going to be very important what you think, even what you speak, but what you think. Because a lot of people don't realize that other higher realms of love and truth can hear our thoughts. So, even if you don't speak, I can't, but you think I can't, then you can't, right? It is what you say or you speak, whether it's mentally or verbally, okay? So please keep that in mind over the next few months. That's going to be very important for you during your manifestation time. Now, what Spirit was showing me here in the crystal, it's like I saw this big dog, okay, representing Boo Boo. Okay, it looked like a huge, big, what is it called? Like a golden retriever. I see those a lot. Spirit shows me those a lot. It's one of my favorite animals. Um, but I saw this golden retriever, and it was like it was sitting up and it was looking up at you while you were looking down. And Spirit, show me more. What is this about the looking down? You had something in your hands. It was either like a tablet or iPad, something like that. It could be your phone. Um, it's almost like you're working on something. It's like you're sitting at a computer desk and you're working. It could also it could be a typewriter as well, like for a PC, something like that. But the whole point of it is you're creating something, you're working on something. Okay, so that's either right now you're working on something or that's what's coming. Okay, now here's the thing, the dog that is representing Boo Boo is at your feet looking up at you. Okay, and it's like you are zoned in, which is a good thing. You're focused. So it's like if you feel like you're not having good focus over the next few months, Spirit wants you to make sure that you get in that focus zone. alone. So, like, learn how to remove distractions that are going on all around you. Not allowing, if people want to call you or whatever, realize, okay, this is something that I have to do, whatever this project is, this job, whatever this is, okay? Um, and this is something that I have to do for myself or for my family, whatever. And then, if you have to set strong boundaries with people, do it. If you have to turn that phone, listen. I am like so hard to reach right now, aren't I, Stephanie? And it's not that I'm being mean. It's that
Right.
I have a lot that I feel called, okay, that I need to do at this time. So during this time while I'm being called, I cannot allow distractions. And it's not mean to anybody, but I have to do what I'm being led to do, right? So I feel like that's what Spirit's telling you here. There's some kind of big project coming or some kind of new idea. You're going to be working on something, giving life to something. Okay. It could be an idea that you get, it could be a boss telling you, hey, I need you to do this. But whatever this is, you're going to be putting a lot of work into it. And just know that Boo Boo is by your side. Boo Boo is there to give you strength and encouragement. Again, you weren't looking or focusing at Boo Boo. Okay. But Boo Boo is there giving you support because dogs, they symbolically, they mean loyalty, best friend, unconditional love, protection. So
Right.
I also am getting, because of the protection, as I was saying that, it's like Spirit saying, make sure whatever this is that you're going to be focusing on, working on, that you protect it. Okay. In other words, you don't want, it's not something that you want other people to be able to steal from you. This is something that's going to be something you're doing, and Spirit wants that to come from you, not someone trying to copy you,
Right.
because it can't be the same.
Right.
If you're called to do something and someone else steals it, then it's not going to have the same energy to it, if that makes sense. That's what I have for you. Good luck with that.
I like that. I like that, Ashley. Let us know what you think. All right. So, hello to Robin, and I'm still me, Debbie, and Adventures, Marsha. Welcome.
Marsha.
Thank you, Lynn. And again, we are doing 15 or, however many we can get through. Michelle has to be off here by 10.
Yeah.
And if you have to leave, please just let us know so that we can mark you off and move to the next person. So anybody after Jennifer, starting with Lane, you're on the wait list. So, hello, Tabs. Hello. I'll put you on the wait list. All right. So the next reading is, I'm not crying at House Spot on. These are, the house has just been infested by onion cutting ninjas. Aw. Oh my God. I'm so glad we came.
I know, right?
Yeah. So this the next one is for June. And June, her dog that's alive, who is Faye. Her dog that's alive, who is Faye. Uh, I'm reading, or I'm writing down tabs. Okay. So getting your bunny slippers. All right. So June, I got the number 13, which is a 4, release. Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Oh my goodness. Okay. So if you only knew how this, I don't know where my words are, but first, a number 13 is a 4. A 4 is home and family. Faye feels like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I just got this. Faye feels like you are feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit like your home and family aren't good enough. Yeah, like your home and family aren't good enough. Like you need more. It just keeps coming across. My home and family aren't good enough. My home and family aren't good enough. Okay, so that's not true. That's not true. And there's somebody that's made you feel this way, June. So the interesting thing about how pertinent this is right now, and pertinent's not the word I want, but it's something like that, is that we just had the Scorpio full moon on Monday. Scorpio is all about, a full moon is all about releasing, right? Releasing things that no longer serve you. Scorpio is all about change and transformation. Scorpio is spiritual. Scorpio is spiritual. And this says the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation. Time to move on. Okay, so there's someone, I feel like it's someone, June, that is causing you to feel like your home and family aren't good enough. And Faye's picking up on that. Faye's like, wait, what are you talking about? Our home and family is everything to us. And it's time for you to release that, because that is absolutely not true, and end that situation. There is a transformation, and you need to just end that situation. If it's somebody you work with, somebody is causing you to feel that way, and you need to release them. And Faye's feeling it. Faye's really feeling it. And that's what I have for June.
Stephanie, I feel like you're absolutely spot on because of what came through for me first. Let me tell you how I perceive the number four. The number four for me, that is angelic protection. So that is divine protection, June, that you are receiving in this situation, okay? Because it's one of these things that it could be a whole lot worse. A whole lot worse. Even though it's not good, it could be. Okay. So say your gratitude, even though it may feel pretty sticky. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if this has happened already, happening now, or getting ready to happen. But if it hasn't happened yet, I'm getting ready to explain to you in detail what I was just shown. It's going to be happening, very, very quickly here. I was seeing a masculine. I do feel it's a male. um this person had, like when you go to buy some booze, right? You go to get some alcohol, and they will put it sometimes like in like a paper bag, right? And sometimes people will take a drink with the paper bag around it. So that's what I was seeing. I was seeing someone just like guzzling, okay, the alcohol. Now, it doesn't mean it has to be alcohol, but it is some kind of addiction, like over usage, okay, of something here that is not going to be good for you. Now, then Spirit showed me, it was like, June, you were like in the middle of all these people around you. And it was almost like if you could imagine um many people just pulling on you at one time in all different directions, okay? So I feel like that's what's going on here. um Now those people could mean literal people, or they can mean situations, like all kinds of situations going on at once. But either way, definite boundaries are going to have to be set in this situation. I do agree with Stephanie. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I can suggest from what Spirit's showing me here, whomever this person is with that addiction, um, Faye was on the ground looking up at you, okay, and watching. So that's why I'm saying I'm agreeing with Stephanie. Faye does see this. She understands what's going on, and it does cause her to feel a little nervous. Okay, so you may be noticing that Faye starts acting a little strange, a little skittish, especially when there's a certain person around. Again, I do feel like it is a male in body, okay? Um, but when that person's around, it could be if a certain tone of voice that person uses. But there's something about that male that it's kind of like Faye will change her demeanor, okay? And it's not going to be something all the time, but there's going to be instances where she's going to like maybe act like she's scared of this male, or there might be times where she acts like um she doesn't trust this person and she might just like bark at him or hide. Okay, but either way, she definitely feels this. She definitely feels the uneasy. And again, when I see dogs, it can be literal, but I also get the symbolic meaning, which are protection, unconditional love, best friend, all that. Protection. So you are being divinely protected in this situation. However, Spirit expects us to, um, you know, we have to, at some point, June, we have to make that choice. And God knows I have been through it and been through it myself, right? It's not easy to make that choice to set boundaries or to walk away. But
Right.
sometimes we're in situations where the longer we allow or stay in situations that are not good for us, um, the longer that it's kind of like we can't reap our blessings until we leave because we can't take those people with us. They're not allowed to share our blessings to. And it's like, every time when I'll walk away or I set strong boundaries within 24 hours, I'm not kidding anybody. It's true. Stephanie can tell you it happens every time. It's like boom, 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 boom. My life just totally improves every
Mhm.
time. People that are, being really nasty, right? That I don't need in my life, right? So it's kind of like one of those things, where, the divine saying, June, we want to give you this beautiful blessing. But if we give it to you now, then that means whomever this is with that addiction, they're going to want a piece of that too. And they didn't put in the work.
Mhm.
What I have.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling. Let us know, June, what you think.
Yeah.
And if June doesn't let us know, Ashley, let us know what you think. All right. So the next person is Rachel. She wants a personal reading. And Pam, I do have it written down for you. So if we get down to you, I have you down and I have your dog down. All right. So, Rachel, I have again a number 4, the Emperor, Archangel Michael, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Okay. So, Archangel Michael is one of the protector um, archangels. And so, the 4, again, for me, is home and family. So, this is telling me that you are the protector of your home and family, Rachel. And there's something going on where you're going to need more organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership. You are the leader. If you're not the leader, you need to step up and be the leader, is what I'm hearing. Right now, there's a lot going on with our structure with Saturn, with our structures. So it's about what structures do we release right now? Do we let go of right now that aren't serving us so that we can move into and transform our structures into what we do need, what we do want? And so this is about your home and family. There needs to be more organization and logic. There needs to be more structure and discipline. You need to be the leader for this. You need to be the leader for your home and family and take control. And there's some kind of chaos going on in your home and family, right? And they're needing a really good leader. They're needing a really good leader. And that is you. That is you. So you're going to have to be the one that really, if you already are the leader, but you've got to step up and put your foot down and say, no, this is what we have to do right now to calm this, to put together the right structures. And that's what I have for Rachel.
Okay, Rachel. So again, for me, the number 4, that is divine protection, divine alignment. Okay. So now what Spirit was showing me here. Now, again, I read symbolically, as well as literal, but I feel like this is going to be symbolic for you. Um, so what Spirit's showing me here? It's like everything's giant. Okay. There's this giant dog, and then there's this male. It could be a masculine, it could be a female. It's not gender specific. Um, but there's a masculine, which I feel is a male, and a feminine, which I feel is a female giants. Okay, here you are, teeny tiny, and it's like you're backed into a cave and you're peeking out, and it's almost like you don't want to come out. You don't want to be a part of this, okay? And to the side, the giant male, he has this giant bone for this dog, right? So he's doing this. He's like tempting the dog. Remember, Rachel, dogs are symbolic for protection. Stephanie, did you not say the number 4 and something about protection? See, you are being divinely protected, and that's what I feel the number 4 itself means as well. Okay? Divine protection. Now, there's someone tempting someone in your life that has to do with that protection. It's kind of like, hey, I got a bone over here. You want it? It's a big one. Come on. Okay? And it's almost like wanting to destroy you. Now, keep in mind that there are negative energies that work through people. A lot of times, people don't even realize it's the energy that is working through someone to attack them on their mission, their sole purpose. Okay. A lot of times, it's easy for us to look at people and say, oh, well, it's that person, when really there's something more negative behind it, okay? Using people as a vessel, right, to do some dirty work. And so, keeping that in mind, what I'm getting here is because they're coming through as giant, the male and the female, okay, and the expressions on their faces and trying to trick your protector, your dog. So that could be a friend, it could be an intimate partner, it could be a place you live, okay? But someone that is more controlling, okay? Anytime that I see someone that is like giant in size, um, depending on their demeanor, uh, tells me what the meaning of that will be. And in this instance, it's a controlling, someone who may display signs or symptoms of narcissistic type behavior. It could be someone who, if it's not narcissistic type behavior, it could be someone that literally just drains you like an energy vampire, just sucking your energy dry, constantly, like nagging at you, or someone that would be like in a very negative state themselves, and just the fact of being around someone. I'm not sure if you have empathic abilities or not, or if you're sensitive in any way, but if you are, that's definitely something that you would need to learn to either block, if you're going to stay in the situation, or if you're going to set strong boundaries, and walk away from that situation. You're still going to need to learn how to do so, um, because we need to start learning how to block other people's energies, when they're trying to project their own thoughts, okay, their own negative ways of thinking onto us when it's not even us. I hope that does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that
And
make
I have to laugh. I have to smile because she said we are federal employees. So everything we just said is freaking spot on.
Wow! Wow!
And I'm sorry you're a federal employee right now.
Wow! Rachel, oh, yeah, I'm sorry you're going through this. I'm sorry. But I mean, it is a situation where someone's
Yeah. Well,
trying.
then that makes sense. That really makes a lot of sense, with what I was seeing as well. So yeah, um, yeah, and especially what Michelle said. And I'm not gonna voice anything else because I'm not gonna go there. But I'm glad you're joyful. I am glad you're joyful,
Oh,
and
yes.
you are divinely protected. So
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But you can't stay hidden back, okay? You have to, it's like Spirit's saying, you have to come out. It's hard to face things, to face people sometimes. That is a huge fear itself. But when we start getting used to really just like, we don't have to do it in a nasty way, right? Um, but just making sure that we stand up for ourselves, stand up for our truth. If someone's coming, doing something to attack us, as long as it's something, you're safe. I have to put that out there. As long as you're safe, you want to be safe. That comes first. Um, but it's very important that we come out of that shell, come out of that hiding, whatever, and we face it. And because people tend to think and treat others, um, who are very controlling like that, like, because we're kind and we're doing what we're told, that we're weak. When we're not weak, right? We're not weak at all. It doesn't mean we're weak minded. It's just maybe we don't like drama.
Right.
Maybe we like peace.
Right. Oh, nice, Marcia. All right. Okay, so let's keep moving. The next person is Lori. Lori, I got another four. The fours are on fire tonight.
Four, four, four.
Yeah, the fours are on fire. So I have the four of water. So very emotional, which our Scorpio moon is water. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So again, four for me is home and family. Water is very emotional, go with the flow. There's something you're missing when it comes to your home and family. Open your eyes to more possibilities. So there's still more possibilities within your home and family to keep you from being bored, from being discontent. Bye, Heather. Thank you. Have fun at work. I'm sorry. But there's something, Lori, that you really need to look deeper into, that you feel is boring and keeping you discontented, but there's something there. There's a possibility there to turn it around into something else. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. So, yeah, it might feel like it's drama, but maybe it would, I don't know, I'm thinking YouTube, maybe it would, bring more than just drama. That's what I'm hearing. And that's what I have for Lori.
Okay, thank you. Laura, give me just a second. Spirit's still showing me in the crystal. Who is Lori? Lori, you're coming through as an elephant. Okay. Elephants are all about family. You said number 4, right? Okay. Home and family is how Stephanie does the number 4, right? And you're coming through as an elephant, all about family, protecting the family. Okay. Also, remembering something that's not very nice. You don't have a very pleasant look on your face, Lori. It's almost like a sense of I don't want to say shock. It's not drastic, okay? I feel more hurtful energy. Um, Almost like an energy of I want to put my head down and I just don't like this situation. That kind of energy. But there's thoughts coming through that because with the elephant, it's like I am seeing the elephant projecting like a memory out in front of it, coming out of its head. So that's definitely telling me there's something here that goes through your mind or is getting ready to in the very near future. And it's some kind of memory. It's going to be something that was hurtful. And the reason why this is coming through is because Spirit wants you to take action towards healing it. Okay. Um, this is something that definitely you're coming through as a big elephant. Okay. And that's telling me um, this could be something that really hurt. Okay. I don't know what that is. I'm just, what I'm seeing projecting, I am seeing people, male and female, several different people. Um, but it's just like they're just standing out, across from the elephant coming from its mind, kind of like in a bubble. Okay. Like a thought bubble. So, whatever this is for you or will be in the near future, Spirit wants you to really, like, really look at it. Don't dismiss it and say, okay, I forgive the situation. Spirit's wanting you to look at it. There's something about this that's going to be important for you to, like, dive deep into it and as an observer without allowing your feelings to be involved, and just look at it and say, okay, what was my part in it? Because we always have a part, even the stuff that I've been through. I realize I have a part that I have to be accountable for, no matter what it was. I have a part. We all have a part. Okay. And we have to learn to be able to forgive ourselves. Okay. That's like step one, realizing that we have a part in something. Look at a situation and see what role did we play. We're all here playing roles, like a movie, like a game. Um, so look at it, see what you could learn from it. What could you have done better? What could you do better in the future? What could the other person or the whole situation involved, how could that have been better, so that you can use those tools as you move forward, right? You'll have those under your belt. You'll be able to start seeing more red flags in any type of situation that is affiliated with, right? But I definitely feel like spirits, with that number four, again, for me, that is divine protection and divine alignment. So it's going to be very helpful for you at this time. Um, Make sure that you meditate. There's many, many ways to meditate. Find something that you like doing that is under the meditation tab, right? That you feel comfortable doing. Do that as often as you possibly can to stay grounded and stay in tune with spirit. And the more that you can find that you can do that, Lori, the more the answers will come. Okay, the more the letting go will come, because we have to all remember that when we forgive, it's not saying the other person that it's okay what they did, what they said, um, but it's basically to allow ourselves to let our souls be free, let our spirits be free, you know. So I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like freedom's coming. It's like spirit wants to give you freedom, Lori, spiritual freedom.
I like that. Lori, let us know.
Yeah.
Um, Vivian, we have a hard stop at 10 o'clock, so we're only taking the first 15 people. Hopefully, we even get through those. But we've got you on the wait list. All right. And I would like strawberries, Lynn. Okay, so this one is Pooja. Jonathan's not getting a reading, so I'll start that over. So this one is for Pooja. I have a six of earth. Six of earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. Okay. So what I'm getting for you, Pooja, is six is all about um, your daily obligations, your systems and routines, and your health, right? Earth is being grounded, staying deeply rooted and being grounded. So what I'm seeing here, there's the scales of balance. You're finding balance. So if you haven't found balance, you need to find balance, Pooja. And what this is saying is once you find the balance and you become more grounded because you've changed your daily obligations, your systems and routines, you'll be healthier. You will then be grounded and balanced. And that's when gifts of money, time, or effort new opportunities, career opportunities, money and abundance coming in. So the first thing you need to work on is finding that balance and becoming more grounded. And that is going to be a lot of taking a deep dive on your daily systems and routines and your obligations. And I don't know if you're looking for a new job, maybe you need to look for a new job or something has to change in your daily obligations. Once you're able to do that and get more grounded and get more balanced, then the abundance will come in. And that's what I have for Puja.
Okay, Pooja. Now for Pooja, for me, the number six, that is more of a number. It does go in alignment, how I see it with what Stephanie said. For myself, I look at it as finding a good balance between your home life, taking good care of yourself, body, mind, and spirit, and making sure that you have time to have fun and play. Make sure that you have time for your family, your close loved ones, your friends, right? All those things. And then still having time to go run to the grocery, do your responsibilities, right? It's not always that easy. Sometimes it takes some time to get into some sort of a routine so that we can make sure we can fit everything in this 3D, right? Well, what I'm seeing here, Pooja, you are coming through as a rabbit. If I'm not mistaken, Pooja, many times, well, I don't know, a year ago, you kept getting the rabbit. I'm seeing a rabbit here again. Uh, However, there is a more of a sinister looking rabbit that is coming up behind you. And it's like you don't realize this is the thing. The sinister rabbit, it's doing this. It's like, okay, showing its two front teeth, right? Um, but the thing is, both of its eyes are open, so that's telling me it's seeing you clearly. Like something you've got could be money, something you do. They're wanting something from you. Okay? Um, so it's like, and then all of a sudden it's like, here you are, this abundant rabbit. Things happening quickly, getting ready to come in quickly for you, some kind of good luck. Or if you don't believe in good luck, it's like a very high manifestation type energy coming in towards you and someone wanting to take that from you. Because when I see someone coming up from like behind you, it's like catching you off guard. However, it's like Pooja, before it actually happens because I literally see you turn around and like catch this person right before that person's like right up on your back. Okay, so this could be someone you work with, someone that you're very close to personally, um, that you've turned your back on before. Okay, sometimes it could even be family. It could be an old job, but there's someone I feel like because they're coming through as a rabbit, they're going to want you to feel like they are just as abundant or have the abundant mindset that you do. Okay, this person is a fake, and I mean, I'm sorry to say it that way, but the sinister look on this person's face, well, this rabbit's face, um, that's telling me this is someone who's like, they are not coming at you with good intention at all. They want to take what you may have worked hard for or an idea that you may be, taking action on to create something. And that's where their mind is, okay? So just be aware of that. And also, what's very strange here, Pooja, I see you on another planet as well. Okay, you are a star seed. I don't know if I've ever told you that before or not, but Pooja, you're a star seed, honey. And actually, um, I'm seeing you holding up a child. You do have children on another, well, I'll say in another dimension, not another planet, another dimension. You have children. You and they do not look human. Okay. Um, they're not the grays, the things that people talk about all the time. I'll explain what you look like. You're very tall. You are very loving and nurturing with your children. You're actually holding one of your children right now. Uh, from what I can feel, because looking at the child, I can't tell if it's a male or female because it's not human at all. Okay. Um, but what I feel is it's a little girl. Okay. And it's like you are holding this little girl. You still have two eyes like a human does, but it's like you have more like brown skin. Now, not human brown skin, okay? This is more of like, um, if you've ever seen the movie E.T., it's kind of like that kind of skin, but imagine yourself very tall. Don't look like that being on that movie at all. Just the way the skin is. It's wrinkledy, it's brown, it's like leathery like texture. Um, and that's what I'm seeing that you have. You have some kind of horns that are coming out of your head, and please do not be in fear. That's not anything demonic. No, this is a different race in a different dimension. Okay, that's all this is. This is beautiful what I'm seeing here. Very, very beautiful. So I feel like, and you literally, Spirit's showing me, you have a spirit animal of a lion right now with you. Spirit's wanting you to take on the meaning of the lion for the next several months because that's going to help you navigate better within this whatever situation that this is with this negative rabbit. Okay, so just look up the spiritual meaning of the lion. Look at all the good qualities, the positive qualities of the lion, and take those on and live that. Live it and breathe it, sweetheart, for the next few months. And I'm going to leave that there for you.
Awesome. Let us know, Pooja. Thank you, Jennifer. Emily, are you still here? Please let us know if you're still here. I know Sue and Ashley from Limestone are still here. All right. I'm not sure about Emily though. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 5 readings out of 15 so far. All right. So Emily, are you still here? Can you please comment and let us know, please? All right, so I'm going to move to Sue because I know Sue is here and I know we're on a time crunch. So, Sue, I have the King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic, focus, 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 communicate with vision and be a leader, advice from someone creative. King of Fire, my dear. So, Sue, what I'm getting for you is that if when you really focus on things, you are not only motivational to yourself but to other people. And you can be very ambitious. So I'm getting this right now. People are looking to you, Sue, to keep them moving, to be like sparking the new things that you're going to start with these people. So, yeah, advice from I'm a creative, right? So communicate with vision and be a leader. They're looking to you, Sue, to be the leader on these things. So the King of Fire, the leader, the one that gets out there and says, this is what we're going to begin. This is the spark. This is what we're here for. And yeah, you've got visions. I know you've got a lot of visions. So they're seeing you as this charismatic, ambitious person, Sue. So that's what I've got for you, Sue. It's your time to lead and it's your time to like be the one that people are going to follow. And that's what I have for Sue.
Oh my gosh. So when you were saying vision, like right before, I was feeling like so strong in my head. I even think it's on camera. I think I was doing that.
You were.
That's what I was getting. Oh my gosh, that is so cool, Stephanie. So, but yes, Sue. So there's definitely something going on here with your third eye and your crown chakra. Like you are getting ready to increase higher in frequency. I am feeling it right now. It's like Spirit is allowing me to feel you may be feeling more intense periods of being high. It's like a spiritual high. Okay. So don't allow that to scare you. This is beautiful. Sue, please be aware that any visions, abilities that you've already had open that you were starting to understand or thought you had a pretty good understanding of them, they're getting ready to either begin brand new or increase dramatically. Spirit does that to me a lot. It's like right when I think, oh, I got this down pat, then it's like, boom, here's some more to learn.
Right. Yep. That's
Yeah,
right.
so, right. So get ready. And with the learning, it's not always easy, but we got to learn to make it fun, right? So just make sure that when you start feeling that in your head, to go ahead and allow Spirit to start moving through you, because Spirit's wanting to give you something, some kind of beautiful download and information, and increase some kind of ability that you have. Okay, that's very exciting. Now, within the crystal, what I'm seeing here, there is a person. Spirit, is this masculine or feminine? Masculine. There's a masculine energy holding a baby. Okay. Now, Sue, please remember this can be literal or figurative. Okay. Because I see symbols. Now, symbolically, this masculine has a very shocked, angry looking face. He's holding this baby that's wrapped in a baby blanket, right? I would say this baby is probably approximately 2 months old. Now, what this is telling me, symbolically, is several things. First of all, anytime symbolically I see children, that's some kind of a project or something you're giving birth to. Okay. Now, of course, it can mean an actual child, but I'm going to give you the situation and the symbolic meaning. And then if it's literal, you can take that for what it is, okay? But the child being so young, that's telling me this is either an idea that you've had about 2 months or a project that you've been having going about 2 months, okay? Something very new. It could even be a year, but it's something new, something brand new, something just given birth, or something about to just give birth. Okay. Now, this masculine that's holding this baby is looking at this baby as if I'm going to say he because I'm feeling masculine. It's like he cannot stand this child, this creation. Okay. Both of his eyes are open, which tells me he sees this creation clearly. So let's say if you're writing a book, for example. Okay. So let's say you have gotten the idea to write a book, and you hadn't put it on paper yet. Okay. You're getting ready to put it on paper. And there is a masculine energy, that is overhearing you talking about this book. Okay, well, this masculine energy, it's eating this person alive. They don't like the fact that you are writing this book. Just an example. But it's like, I feel like what Spirit's saying here is, because your intuition is getting ready to go through the roof here, it's going to elevate higher. There are going to be people that, of course, you're not going to be equally yoked with anymore. That's just how this works. When we're not equally yoked, when we're in divine alignment, Spirit weeds people out for us. We don't have to do that. Honestly, we don't. Spirit does it for us if we just pay attention. Okay. And we move forward and find our soul families, and it's not saying anything bad about anyone, right? And it's not meaning that we're better than anyone either when we elevate. It's just the fact we're all waking up, those of us that choose to, at different times. And so as we do that, sometimes someone we were equally yoked with, we outgrow. So during those times, sometimes people begin seeing us change, and sometimes people don't like that change. Sometimes people see, um, they see that we are progressing, whether it's financially or a project, business, whatever, or ourselves. They don't like the change. They can't handle it. They want you to stay who you were. And that's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to constantly be evolving, constantly being led by spirit. And it's like that's what I'm seeing here. It's like this baby is something you are being led to do. You feel like, or you're going to feel like it's something you really want to do with your heart. Okay. But someone's going to try to distract you or hold you back somehow, because he was literally holding this child. So just be aware of that.
Michelle, do you have a light in there?
I do. Is it getting dark?
Because you're getting dark.
The joy of the car, right?
Sue does write books, and yeah, so all right. So I know Ashley Limestone is here. And I know is Mystic Road here. Before I do Ashley's, Mystic Road, Fran, are you still here? Angie P, are you still here? I know Lynn's here. Adventures with Beth, are you still here? And I know Jennifer B is still here. So those are the next people that are up. So Mystic Road, Fran, Angie P, Lynn, Adventures from Beth, Adventures with Beth, and Jennifer B. Mystic Road is here. Angie's still here. Perfect. All right, cool. Sorta. All right, cool. Then we got them. Ashley, here is your reading. So you have the Knight of Fire, not the King of Fire. You have the Knight of Fire. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So again, fire is all about sparking new things. It's about doing things. It's about getting it done. Get out of your head and get it done. The Knight of Fire. So you're still having that masculine energy. So it's about being the leader. It's not just about getting things done, but being the leader for that. That's what more of the masculine. It's not the nurturer. You are the leader to get it done. The one that's passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. But there is a sudden event that is going to need your immediate attention, and you need to do it like what did I say earlier? Getting out of your head and doing it. But think things through carefully, Ashley. Think them through carefully, but you need to move pretty quickly. Now, what's interesting about this, since I am an astrologist, is that Uranus is having a Kazemi at the coming up. I don't remember the exact date, but it's this at the end of this week, which means it's closest to the sun. Uranus is that quick rebel changes, quick, fast changes, rebel, energy, and it's going to be closest to the sun. So that is what the energy that's coming up. So it's about thinking it through, making sure you're doing the right thing, getting it done. You can't wait forever, because I feel like there's an opportunity that's going to pass you by if you don't do it. And that's what I have for Ashley.
That's very interesting, Stephanie, because actually what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a little baby. I want to say actually like more like a toddler, probably about a year and a half years old. And this toddler, it's like has this frown. Okay, so again, when I see children, that's usually symbolic for me of some kind of business project, going back to school, some kind of opportunity. Okay, something you want to create, right? Something you need to nurture to grow to adulthood. Now, with this child having the mouth in the frown position, that's telling me that something could be, like Stephanie was saying, a missed opportunity, or something that there wasn't action taken on it, and maybe it was put on the back burner for some reason. Okay, and Spirit's wanting you to bring that back out and nurture it, give it life again. I'm really feeling this baby had on a onesie, like from neck down to, covering its feet. It had on this little white onesie. Now, white symbolically is spiritual alignment, spiritually guided. Okay. So it's like there's something here it's like an opportunity, could be a child, but there's some kind of opportunity or gift here. Okay. That spirit is attempting to give you. However, um, action will be needed to, like let's say if it's a new business you're trying to start, you started it at one point and then things got busy or hectic and you had to sit it on the back burner, right? And take care of your responsibilities. So it's kind of like spirit saying, okay, it's time to pull that back out. It's not gone. It's still there for you. It's just you have to take action to pull it back out now and take action towards moving it forward now. Okay? Um, because this is something that Spirit wants to bless you with, and I feel like it could be a very big blessing. Whether it's money, happiness, peace, some kind of fulfillment here. Um, but yeah, I agree with Stephanie. If action isn't taken on this, um, you could lose this opportunity. Okay.
Okay. Got it. All right. Let us know, Ashley, what you think. All right. Our next person is Fran, the Mystic Road. So, Fran, what I have for you is King of Water. So, water is, oh, wow. Interesting, Ashley. So, water is very emotional, but very going with the flow, but very emotional. King of Water. So, it's like, I feel like right now, you are, I'm hearing that you're having to keep your emotions under control because you're having to deal with some people that are very dramatic at the moment. At least one person that's very dramatic at the moment. And kind of you're having to go with the flow and pull that person back out of the drama and keep your emotions under control. Because you are the trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured one. Everybody looks to you for how you're going to react, is what I'm hearing, Fran. So opening your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. I feel like you're the one having to give the trustworthy and heartfelt advice. You're not receiving it, you're giving it, Fran. And it's kind of like charity work, like you're having to take time out of your day, keep your emotions under control, take control of the situation because people are watching you for how you're going to react. So that's what I have for you, Fran. You have to keep your emotions under control, take control of the situation. People are looking to you. They see you as trustworthy and cultured, respected, and you're going to have to give some advice. And that's what I have for Fran.
Well, friend, actually, I think that you're going to become some sort of teacher or leader. Wow, I'm getting like extremely high again, this time for you, friend. Friend, this is absolutely exciting. Okay, I'm really really happy for you because you're getting ready to kind of bump up another level. Okay, spiritually, it's like your frequency is getting ready to go a little bit higher. And with that, of course, comes more open abilities or more things to learn with the abilities that you may already notice that you may have some kind of beautiful gift or something like that. Okay. Now, the reason that I'm saying a teacher or leader is because you are coming through as a giant. Anyone that was watching earlier, I said, when I say people or things that are giant, there are two meanings, just with anything else, polarity. So in this case, this is you and the expression on your face. You were smiling. Okay. You literally had on this huge hat and this very big robe. Now, a hat, oh, and extremely long, thick hair. And you were coming through as a masculine energy. Okay. So, what all this means is with the hat and all of that hair, again, divinely protected. Okay, you are extremely going to be divinely protected within a situation. Now, this this cloak, whatever you want to call it, robe, uh, it was like full length all the way, like touching the ground. Okay, past the feet. Right. So it's like flowing on the ground, and it was completely covering you from neck down. Now, and it was white, so that's telling me there is something divine that is getting ready to happen in your life. Okay, and from this, um, you're going to be able to teach and help multitudes. Okay. Um, I feel like this is going to be something where you yourself have experienced or are going to experience some kind of tower moment. Um, and you're going to be able to do like Stephanie and I and so many other people around the world do now, where we tell our stories of things that seemed like they were very bad, very scary, things like that. But really, we were being prepared for now. We were being strengthened. We were being molded. We had to learn some lessons. We had to learn deep, deep compassion, so that moving forward, we could use our abilities in the most beautiful way to help others. So I feel like that's getting ready to happen in your life, because honestly, when I saw this person representing you, it reminded me of the Hierophant card in the tarot. So I do recommend that you look up all of the meanings of the Hierophant card, because uh, all the positive meanings, I need to say, um, and look and feel intuitively what you feel resonates with you, that has to do with being a teacher or a leader, because that's what's coming.
She says she's a follower. Well, you better get ready, girl, because that's not gonna. You're not gonna be a follower for very long.
I was a follower almost all my life, and I'm 53,
Yeah.
until a few years ago. And I had an NDE. I was in a very bad accident. Okay. 3 days prior, I had asked God, I said, please use me to help people. And then 3 days later, I was in an elevator crash. Okay. And I couldn't walk for years. And when I finally went back to work and I could walk again, um, I didn't get to stay at work long, because it kept re aggravating my injuries. And I kept asking God, "Well, how are you using me?" But then I began to see I was a travel nurse, so I didn't work the same facility all the time. So everywhere I would go for 1 month straight, there were several patients that would come to me, and they would just come up crying. They'd never met me before, and they all had the same story. I'm partying on myself. So I said, you know what? I raised my scrub top up and I showed them that I was wearing a brief, because the accident at that time, I couldn't hold my potty, and it was okay. You see, we are used in such beautiful ways, but we have to be able to see the miracle in everything.
Right.
And a lot of times, there's a reason why we're a follower at a certain point. But then it's like God says, okay, it's time to stop being a follower. It's kind of like when you're a follower, you're observing how life in the 3D is. You're learning the 3D, and then one day, Spirit says, okay, it's time for training, and that's when it all begins.
That's
And
right.
you got
You've got this, girl. You've got
yeah.
it. All right. Angie is next, and she has Max, her dog, who's alive. Lane, are you still here? Because we're gonna be and Manpreet, are you still here? Because then we should have our 15. All right. So Angie, Max, dog alive. This is what I have for you. Is I have the three of earth. The three of earth. Look how beautiful the transformation of a butterfly there, the beauty and the little fae. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So, right now, Max, your dog who is alive, is needing um, more team player from you, better communication from you. There are I feel like your house right now is not grounded. I feel like you're not grounded. And so Max is feeling that. The three is about communication, tech, and travel. I feel like this is around communication. It's also about experience. So it's about communication, the power of creativity. So I feel like you're struggling with something that is keeping your house or you ungrounded, and that you can get recognition for some high quality work if you're more of a team player. And Max is there to help you, but Max is feeling this instability for you. So I'm feeling like you really need to take a step back and do some meditation, go outside, sit next to a tree, Angie, because Max is feeling this instability, I'm sorry. And the communication right now between you and Max and you and work and you and your family and everybody is a little off. You are bound for some great recognition for high quality work, but you're right now, you seem to be closed off. You're not really playing as a team player. And Max is really feeling that. That's what I got for Angie from Max, her alive dog.
Okay. Okay. So Angie, first thing I heard, which is kind of confusing me, I heard snap it, and I felt like snap it, snap it, snap it. So that could be get on with it, break the ties with something, snap it. Like if I'm literally like feeling like snapping a stick in two. So it's like snap it, break something. It could be break a chain of something, break something, like stop something. But it's like with the snap it, like do it now. That's what I'm feeling, and that's what I heard was snap it. Okay, so what I'm seeing within the crystals, it's like there is this little dog, and this is representing Max, okay? But I'm seeing a masculine, doesn't have to be male in body, right? But a masculine energy laying back. Yeah, that's a headboard. Laying back on a bed, okay? Right arm behind the head, as if watching TV, okay? And I'm seeing what is representing Max on the bed too, right? Now, beds are representative of rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, recharge, right? Okay, and that's what I'm seeing this masculine do. Now, Max it's the interesting thing is Max is going back and forth. It's like I'm seeing Max, like Max will lay down on the bed, and then Max is up and then back and forth, almost like anxious type energy. But it's not like, I'm not seeing like severe anxiety, but it's more of a not really contemplative. It's more of a, I don't know how to feel type of energy. It's like Max has a connection, has met this. Hang on. Does that help? No. Max has met this masculine, knows who this masculine is, okay? Um, so therefore there's a piece of Max that is comfortable because he's already met this person. However, there's something about this person that he's uneasy. That's the word. Max is uneasy about. And Max is trying to get your attention. So when you see Max that not resting the way that you like Max should be resting, start picking up on that. These little things of him resting and then getting up and just like kind of pace back and forth, rest a little while, pace back and forth. Different things like that that would be not usual behavior for him. Okay? Because he's trying to tell you he is not easy in this situation. Spirit's not showing me what this man's doing other than relaxing, but I'm not seeing you in the bed. So what I'm getting from that is whomever this masculine energy is, um, this is someone who would expect you to do most of everything while they have their feet up relaxing. Okay? This doesn't have to mean someone in your home in your personal bed. This is symbolic. Okay? But there is someone that Max does not feel easy around, that basically doesn't do much compared to what you do. And it's almost like you're expected to do these things. Um, so Max wants you to understand to stop. That's that's the break it. That's the break it. Break the cycles. Thank you, Spirit. Break the patterns. Break it. Break it now. Oh my God, that's it.
Yeah.
This is a cycle. This is
Yeah.
a cycle. Spirit wants you to stop, and because it really is really affecting Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's affecting you too.
Right. I
So
agree. Okay. Let us know, Angie. Hi, Sean. That's okay. Ma'am Preet, you are coming up in a couple. Glad you're back. I hope you are staying, right? Are you saying you're back or you have to go? You had to go or you have to go, ma'am Preet. Let us know. Um, Tabs, you are on the list, but we'll see if we get to you because we're only doing the first 15 and then if we have any time left over. So you are on the list. You're saying, okay, cool. All right, you're coming up. All right, so Lynn, I have the 10 of air for you. The end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better. Now, recovering from an addiction. So, Lynn, what I'm getting for you is 10 of air. Air is intelligence, air is knowledge. Okay. So, 10 is the end of a cycle in numerology, but 10 in astrology is also the 10th house of what you want to advance. What is your career? What do you want to advance? Right. So, the end of a difficult situation is coming and you need to embrace the change in order for you to advance the other things that you're wanting to advance. You have to embrace this change of the end of this difficult situation. um, it could be you that is recovering from the addiction, or you're dealing with somebody that's recovering from addiction. And addiction doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol, it can be working too much, like Michelle. It can be addicted to crystals like me. And I mean crystals as in pretty crystals, right? So I feel like this might be you with an addiction of some kind. And maybe that, oh my gosh, okay, I just got the addiction that you have is being addicted to the pattern, the cycle that you're not ready to embrace ending. Okay. The drama, is there some drama going on? So if you just let go of this difficult situation and embrace it, then you can put all of your knowledge and all of your creativity into that next thing that you want to push forward, that you want to work on. And that's what I have for you, Lynn.
okay, Lynn. First I have to say I am not a licensed physician. I am a retired nurse, therefore I can say signs or symptoms of situations. Okay. Um, so I cannot diagnose nor treat. Okay. Lynn, I'm seeing your spine. I'm seeing your mid and lower sacral, coccyx sacral area. So it's your lower back. And I'm also seeing like your thoracic area to your mid back. Um, it looks like your back. Don't let this scare you. Okay, this is just to make you aware so you can be checked out by a licensed healthcare physician, okay, or medical person. Um, but what I'm seeing, it's like there's narrowing, okay, of the spine, the spinal area, where it should be like a larger size. The best way I can do it, I'm going to do it like this, okay? If you can imagine this is a disc and you have your nerves that are running through, the disc is protecting that, right? Okay, so then all of a sudden it's like over time and over years. And then, of course, some people, due to accidents, due to, um, certain things that we go through in life, it could be certain postures we've sat in for years. There's all different reasons why this may happen. But all of a sudden, you start noticing there's something going on with those areas of the back, okay? And all of a sudden it's tiny. And you have that nerve bundle that, you hear people all the time talk about sciatica nerve pain and lower back pain, things like that. Well, that nerve bundle is in that area, and that's where I'm seeing some narrowing. Okay, so when the actual like the fluid from a disc is ruptured, what happens is then all of a sudden it's kind of like having bone against bone, but it's not bone, it's nerve. Okay, so it's like you actually have some kind of something going on there that needs to be checked out in those areas before it progresses any more than it already has, because that what that can result in is intense pain. It can give you signs and symptoms of sciatica or some extremely painful nerve damage, nerve pain that travels down your legs, one or both, and it can go all the way down to the toes. And so it can be very uncomfortable. So it's going to be very important that you do have your spine checked out, especially, like I said, the thoracic area. I am seeing a little bit of that happening, but the main part I'm seeing is the sacrococcyx area, which is like the tailbone area. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you. So you'll definitely want to make sure to use very good body mechanics. So if you're lifting, if you're bending, anything like that, make sure to use your legs. If you don't know what good body mechanics are, you can look that up. It's everywhere. Just make sure to protect your back. Think your back until you can get this checked out. Okay. Um, yeah, because it's definitely narrowing. Yeah.
Michelle, I did not catch that she wanted to ask about a message from her dog Zeus.
Oh, okay.
Can you see if there's any I don't know if Zeus is alive or passed, but can you see if there's any message from Zeus?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me just a moment.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We've got a message coming. Round and round we go. Okay. Round and round we go. Running in circles. So what Spirit's showing me, it's like I'm seeing a fireplace. And I'm seeing Zeus. What's representing Zeus? Which is actually like a little lion, like a lion cub. And it's playing. And it's running in circles around and around. It's like it's chasing its tail. But it's playing, it's having a lot of fun. Now it's significant that Spirit's showing me is beside a fireplace, because fireplaces, and this one looks safe. I mean, it has the metal bars across it and all of that. So what I'm getting from that is it's got a white mantle. This looks like something. Hello. Did you guys just hear someone say hi?
No.
Someone just said hi. Okay, Spirit just came through and said hi. Um, if someone could please
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind. Let us know where we're at, kind of right now, and then I'll go back later
I
and
got
I'll
it.
find it. Thank
I
you.
got it.
Um, so because the mantle is white and it's giving me like a 1990s type new home feel, where you have the house that's being designed to look like Victorian on the inside, but the outside it's like brick, you know. Um, but that's the feel I get. So because it's white, that's telling me there's something divine about Zeus. Okay, Zeus, because the fireplace itself, that's like when you see all the flames going, that's telling me there's something that you need to take action on. Okay, there's something that you need to, just like I was seeing, what's representing Zeus is just going around and around in circles. Zeus is playing. But spirit doesn't want you to go around and round in circles. Okay, that's like a never ending cycle.
I
Okay,
just said that.
you did.
I did. Yes, you were spot on. When you started saying Zeus was running around, Zeus is alive, by the way, was running around in circles, I'm like, yeah,
Well, the divine wants you to know with this fireplace that Zeus does want you to play. Okay, Zeus does want you to play and have fun. Zeus is coming through as a little child. Okay, a little child mentality wants to play, right? But for you, Spirit's telling you it's time to take action because the flames, I mean, it wasn't like anything like, out of like extraordinary, but it was a nice, beautiful, calming, peaceful fire. Okay. And when I see that, again, that is symbolic for get some fire under your hiney and get going. Let's get this done. And that's like Spirit saying, okay, no more running in circles.
right.
Okay, and that's what Zeus is trying to tell you too. Yes, take time to play and have fun, but we got
Yeah.
to stop these cycles.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. He's a rescue. I love that. Hi, Tarot Garden. Nice to meet you as well. He's a Tibetan Spaniel. They're called a lion. Yeah.
What?
And Lynn did hear hi. So, and I wrote it down. I wrote down the timestamp as close to as I could get. All right, cool. All right, guys, we have half an hour left. Woo! All right. Next is Beth. Beth, I have a 20 renewal, Archangel Jeremiah. I guess I'm saying that right, Jeremiah. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So, what I'm getting for you, Beth, is a 20 is a two. Two is all about stability, security, values, beliefs, money. It's Taurus, it's ruled by Venus, it's beauty, it's feeling, it's that comfort food. With this, I'm getting values and beliefs. So, what I'm getting for you is review and evaluate. It's reviewing and evaluate what you really value and believe these days. We all go through changes in what we believe in and changes in what we really hold as being valuable. And you need a favorable assessment of the facts, and it's time to move in a new direction. So, really sit down and think about, what do you really, really, really want? What do you really value? What are your beliefs right now? And then it's time to move in a new direction from where you're going right now. And that's what I have for you. And this is good. It's a really good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just that you need that rebirth. And that's kind of like what's going on with our full moon in Scorpio on Monday. It's really assessing what are the things that you want, that you really want. What are the structures that work for you? And then moving forward from them. And that's what I have for you, Beth.
Okay, so Beth, what I'm seeing here is it's like if I could hold my crystal still. Okay, it's like you're doing this, like, and you're looking down, but kind of to the side, contemplating. Now, you're coming through with a big head, okay? And you have a do like from like the 60s that women used to have the short bobs, but they're really full, right? Okay. Well, that's telling me divine protection, okay? Now, thing. You are smiling, but you're contemplating. Now, and because you're coming through as a giant with a very big head and you're smiling and contemplating, that's telling me some kind of authoritative role. So you could be a mother, you could be a teacher, a leader, you could be an aunt, a grandparent, on and on. Um, but you look very pleasant. Now, this is a cartoon I'm seeing. I'm not actually seeing you, okay? This is coming through with the crystal, so it's a cartoon, caricature like image. But it's like you're coming through very peaceful. I feel like because of all the things I'm seeing going on below you as you're looking down, there's a lot. It's like, it almost gives me the feeling of like, being like at a of July event, and you know how you go to the fireworks and there's people everywhere, right? Or you go to a fair, right? And everyone's just everywhere. Kids are running everywhere. There's adults, just everywhere. That's kind of like what I'm seeing. Lots of busy, just just lots of busy, and you're just looking down, just kind of like, I'm not really sure which one I choose. But I know I want it to be peaceful. And I'm not seeing any of these choices being peaceful. That's the thing. They're all doing this. They're all really, really, really busy, not in a productive manner. So I feel like what Spirit's saying here, be careful of the options, whether it's people, jobs, ideas that you may want to start, a new business or a hobby or something. Be careful, especially if someone else is presenting something to you within the next few months, because it's giving me like the Seven of Cups energy in the tarot. Within that, you have cups that are full of some beautiful things, and then you have cups that are full of not so nice things. It's kind of like that grass is not greener on the other side.
Right.
So, definitely, it's going to require some research. It's going to require some deep thought. Okay. But whatever it is, choose peace above all. That's what I got for you.
I like that, Beth.
Hmm?
I like that a lot. I hope you get some good news. Hello, Crow's Nest and Heavenly. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to get to you guys because we cut off names at 9 or at 15 people, and we have way more than 15 people. So, but thank you for coming. And if we, do this again sometime soon, I hope you come back. All right, Jennifer B. I have 7 of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. So 7 is partnerships, relationships, balance, contracts, partnerships, relationships, balance, justice, contracts. Fire is the spark. It's getting things done. It's starting new things. So defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. And I know exactly what this is talking about, and you know exactly what this is talking about. You're making those, you are choosing your battles wisely, you're making the right decisions, you are moving forward, you are going with those new beginnings, starting those new things. And so this is just confirming that you're doing the right thing. And you're riding a dragon. A rainbow freaking dragon. I would look up a golden dragon though, right? I'd look up a golden dragon. I don't know, you could look up a rainbow dragon, but I'm seeing mostly gold. Okay, that's what I have for Jennifer.
Very nice, Jennifer. Heck yeah. So Jennifer, Spirit was showing me flip flops. Okay, so I feel like anytime we see shoes, shoes symbolically means movement. So then it's going to matter if the feet are moving or not. I wasn't seeing your feet moving. But seeing the flip flops. Um, so the soles. What was interesting? The soles. You know how some flip flops are just like they're barely there, right? And then there's some that have heels, right? So these are really, really thin soled. Not good for protecting your feet for movement forward. There's something here about not having a strong, sturdy foundation in an area of your life that it needs to be in order for you to move forward. Now, this could be anything. This could be financially. This could be your mindset. This could be um, physical. It could be spiritual. So, but whatever this is, there's something where you're going to need to build a strong, sturdy foundation. And sturdy foundations are not something that we can normally just build overnight, right? We have to put a lot of time and effort into these things, and lots of action. Yes. Um, but it's interesting because the flip flop I was seeing, it was like seeing it on your foot, and it's a plastic. It's like going it's the old type of flip flops that we still wear. That was back in the 60s. You know what I'm talking about? That are
Mm-hmm.
still out. Okay, but the part that's going across your foot is like a really thick plastic. Okay, so what that's telling me, it's imitation. It's not leather, right? Leather is stronger. It's sturdier. Anybody that's worn flip flops from way back, we know those plastic ones. We don't have to wear them long, and normally they rip through, right? Um, they're not solid and sturdy. So I feel like what Spirit's saying here, there's something you're going to be starting or you already have from ground up with stability. So this is a very good thing.
Yeah.
If you haven't already been thinking of some sort of idea or plan to move forward, Spirit's wanting you to do so now. And baby steps are okay. They're just fine. Okay. No one says that you have to do this by a certain date, certain time. Listen, Jennifer, I do myself that way all the time. And Spirit says,
Yes, for sure.
baby steps, Phil. And I'm going to blindfold you while we do it.
Right.
You're not anything.
Oh my gosh.
So baby steps are just fine, but there is some kind of foundation that needs to be built. So you're at a very good, it's not a thing of, it's like the tower moment has already fell. It's already, the tower moment is past, something from the past. Okay. So now, after the tower falls and we're over the shock of, oh my God, the tower just fell, rebuild.
All right. Cool, Jennifer. Love it. Love it. All right. So Lane is next. Lane. I have the Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. The Two of Earth. So you can see that there is a fairy and she's flying in the woods right there. And there's so much going on. There's so much going on right here. It's just a lot, right? And she's carrying, I can't tell what she's really carrying above her, but it's a ball of, light, etc. So the second house is all about values, beliefs, stability, security, beauty, all of the things, the comfort food, whatever. And so there's too much going on right now. You've got too much going on right now, Lane, and then but you need to make a decision. There's a lot being thrown at you and there's a decision that needs to be made, but consider a more playful approach. So if you're, if you're being too serious about it and you're taking everything too serious, um then it's making it harder for you to stay grounded and to figure out what it is that you really value, which direction you want to go based on what you really value, what really keeps you grounded, what keeps you stable. So consider taking a little bit of a lighter, more playful approach to this decision that you need to make, and I think you'll find your answer. It'll help keep you a little bit more grounded, and it's all about which decision is going to help you stay more stable and secure and more aligned with your current values. And that's what I have for Lane.
Hi, Lane. Okay, so I was seeing the color orange. I feel like your sacral chakra is out of balance. I feel like that's causing a lot of issues. When we have our chakras out of balance, it can cause things like unreal to go wrong in our lives. It can be being highly irritated when normally we're not. It can be actual physical problems that we experience or symptoms that we experience. Um, there's so many different things that happen when we have these blockages. So I do recommend that you research, if you're not already well versed um, in that area, of how to unblock the sacral chakra, but also research what it can do if you do have a blockage. Okay, because it's like with anything, it can cause you to have or do an excess of these things, and then cause or have you to experience like hardly no movement with these things, right? So it's like an extreme back and forth when things are out of balance with your chakras. hmm Okay, Spirit said get to it. Spirit's getting on to people tonight. Oh, great. Get to it. Stop that.
Right? An attitude.
Right, right. Okay, here. Thank you. What is this? Okay, so I'm seeing you attempting to have a conversation with someone that has turned their back on you. Okay, so this could be, an old workplace, an old boss. It could be an old lover. But there's someone here. Yeah, you're looking. It's kind of like the Five of Cups in the tarot. It's like mourning a loss. Whomever this person is, this person did not make you feel good. This person did not encourage you. They did not uplift you to live your purpose, to be happy. They did not support you, like emotionally support you, spiritually support you. Spirit's needing you to full on give that situation to Spirit. Just give it all. Okay? Um, there's, even if you feel like you've forgiven, I went through that myself for like 30 some years. I thought I had forgiven my dad and the people that kidnapped me. There's a lot more that kidnapped me that I don't have in the video. But I thought I forgave. And the kidnapping was just a little tiny part, right? But when I went through the dark night of the soul, I realized I didn't even know how to forgive. I hadn't even forgiven. I had only been doing what I was taught forgiveness was when I was a child. But I wasn't actually forgiving, because I was taught you forgive because that's what God tells you to do. And you forgive that person and say, oh, it's okay that you abused me. Okay? But what God's really asking you to do is look at that situation, whatever this is, whomever this, that made you feel so low, okay? Made you feel like you were not good enough. Because I see it on your face. Spirit's literally showing me here. You look like you just, like the end of the world. This could be a divorce, a really heavy divorce that you went through that really hurt you financially. It could be really hurt your heart, your mind. But it's like Spirit saying, learn how to release and really forgive, because that doesn't mean it's okay that this person or this situation happened to you. What you're doing is saying, you know what? I forgive that situation and I'm learning from it, and I'm going to release that. I'm going to give that back to the divine. I'm going to give it back to God because it's not mine anymore. And I'm going to set my spirit free so I can be happy and I can smile and I can start completely over. This could have been something that happened years ago, but it's something you're holding on to. It's attached to your spirit, okay? And it keeps bringing you down, keeps holding you, almost like holding you hostage. Not all the time, but sometimes. I just heard that's true. What time do we have on here? There was a woman that said that's true. Came
Okay.
through the mic, yeah. And so you just heard, it just came through. Spirit just said on live camera, that's true.
Okay. All right.
So,
Thanks, Lane. Hi, Country Love Homestead. We only have 9 minutes. We've got Manpreet next. I don't know if we can fit another one in after that because Michelle's got a hard stop at 10. If we can, is Alicia or What a Lovely Day still here? Alicia or What a Lovely Day? If they're not here, Penny, the squirrely prepper, would be next if we have time. All right, here we go for Manpreet wants to know. He wants to sing. He wants to be a singer. And will he make the billboards if he does it? Is he going to get famous? Okay. Well, I have to tell you, you have the 3 of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for high quality work. Be a team player. So, Manpreet, the 3 is all about communication, tech, and travel. Earth is grounding, staying grounded and stable. So, what I'm getting here is singing is communicating. There's a lot of tech that's going to be involved with you making it big, but you also have to be a team player. So what I'm hearing is as long as you can get the right team around you and have the right technology, the right communication, the right marketing, etc., to get you out there, you will be rewarded for high quality work, for your creativity. So I'm getting a yes, but it's about the right team to get it done. And that's what I have for Manpreet.
okay, Manpreet. So what I've seen so far is I just saw a huge mountain. Now, symbolically, what that tells me is some kind of challenge, depending on how it's shaped, how it's structured. Okay, so this mountain wasn't huge. Okay, not for me, anyways. But it was very steep. Okay, um, going up both sides, very steep. So what I feel like here, there's going to be some kind of very huge challenge, and you have to make it up that mountain to the top, because once you start to go down, then it's like smooth sailing. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to have challenges, Okay. But I'm saying not as big of challenges as what I'm seeing with this mountain. So it's like there's one big challenge here. This could be figuring out how to move where you want to move or you need to move, or figuring out, something major for this career. Okay. How to get there. Any kind of training or schooling or whatever. But once you get to the very top of that, it's like all of a sudden you have this huge slope to just run down, okay, for quite some time. So I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to think about this, Manpreet. So as you are climbing up that mountain or experiencing that challenge, instead of allowing it to frustrate you, use it to learn everything that you can as you're going up, okay? What I mean by that is, an example is, so there's something that I'm working on that I did one way initially, which was wonderful for me. However, I found out I need to do it a different way, and it's a lot. And I have to use different technology. I have to go about it completely different than I did the first time. So I'm having to relearn different technology, different things that I never knew were possible. You see what I'm saying? In order to create some things, right? So what I'm getting at is, I could be just like, oh, I just give up. I could be like, you know, allowing it to really frustrate me and, say I quit. But instead, I already know, I already understand. Okay, this is a learning experience. It's going to take me a long time. It is. It's something new. Anything new, we have to learn it some way, somehow. But the more we do something, the faster we go, right? So, when you feel like you're being stuck or you're being blocked from moving forward up that mountain, okay, um, just remember it's a learning period. Because once you make it to the top and you brought all that knowledge with you, when you get to the top of that mountain, honey, you can just sail down it, okay? And take all that knowledge with you. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So what I'm getting here is that as long as you, even if it's baby steps, you keep going up. Don't allow any distractions. Don't allow people to stop you. Do what you have to get up to the top of that mountain, safely, without harming yourself or anyone else, right? And once you get to the top, it's time to roll. Yeah, you got this.
All right. I don't think we have time to do another reading in 2 minutes.
No, no. Sorry, guys. I have to go. Like 10 o'clock. I'm out. Yeah.
Yep. But thank you guys. I hope you had a good time. And thank you so much for coming. I hope you liked your readings.
Yes.
Oh, Michelle's
I love you
got to
guys.
go. Michelle's got to go for sure because she's freezing up on us.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
love you
Thanks.
guys so much.
That's right.
Bye.